Okay, so we are now back on my computer. I've downloaded the pictures from the pictures that we took. They're right here. You can see that I've taken some pictures right here. I've opened those pictures into a program called Windows Live Photo Gallery. And you can use pretty much any program you want, but there's a reason I'm using this program is that it's very easy for me to crop with a proportion that is square. And that helps me crop my pictures very fast. You can see that right here, for example, I didn't go far enough to take this out of the picture, but that's okay. We'll show you later how to remove this. So I'm going to crop this, and I'm going to go through all of my pictures and crop them quickly into a square. And that is because eBay, Amazon, all your places, everybody wants square pictures. So let's go through this one. I'm going to do that as fast as I can. You know, because you have square pictures, then take square pictures. We're going to crop this one. There you go. This one too. This one I did a better job, but it's no big deal. I'll show you how to remove that quickly later. Right now I'm just making all of my pictures square. Square is the game. This one I'm just gonna delete. There's no point in just keeping this picture. This one I was just interested into showing the reference, so I'm gonna do that. And Alger one, you know, with eBay you get 12 pictures per item, so just take as many pictures as you want. You know, there 12s are free, so there's no point in not taking as many pictures as possible. Geez, I took a lot of picture of this one, but you know, again, 12 free, so you might as well use them. All right, second picture, the toilet paper. I'm selling this toilet paper roll for like 300 bucks. Kidding. Okay, toilet paper. There. Oops. This one I made a better job of not having the extension cord in the picture. There. I just like this tool because it's very easy for me to go through all of my pictures, just crop them, and then I can work on them. There and there, I went through all of it. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and close this. Alright, so I have all of my pictures here that are square. So now I'm going to take those pictures and put them into software that I like to use that's called Paint.net. It's a free software. You can use GIMP, you can use Photoshop, whatever you want. They all are pretty much the same. And I'm going to show you why we use those programs. So the first thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to want this picture on a white background. So I'm going to add a layer. That's going to be, right now it's transparent, and I'm going to make it all white. So there, I made my background all white. I'm going to move it down so it's behind the picture. And now we're going to remove all your things. So this right here, I'm going to remove. Oops, I removed it from the wrong one. I got to select my layer. And I'm just going to remove all of that to make it white. Then I'm going to take a wand, magic wand here, and I'm going to select the green. Well, 50% might be a little high. Let's try with 20%. That's a little bit low. Let's try 30%. A little bit more. So 36 doesn't look too bad. Let's go with 39%. 45. All right, that looks good, and I'm gonna press delete. And it doesn't look too good, so I'm gonna go back. Let's try to go back a little bit, maybe 40% tolerance. Or 39. There, it's not too bad. And so now we have a photo that's 99% white. If you look at it, there's still some points here. But really, it's just going to be 1 pixel, 2 pixel. It's not going to be viewable on a picture. If you're really anal about it, what you can do is, well, first we can go back to 38, see if we can get them out. Or maybe 42. Let's try 44. All right, we got all of the pixel but 1 here. That's going to be good enough. And there, we got a picture of our item that's totally with just white into it. So let's go back a little bit, because I think here what we're doing is we're actually removing a little bit too much picture. You can use some software. Personally, I use one that's called PhotoKey that removes all of the background. But here I'm just going to try to show you how to remove most of it. So here we're going to do is do a layer. Let's see, we're going to, I'm sorry, edit. View, image, layer adjustment. I just wanted to select inverse. How do I do that in this software? Inverse selection. There you go. And now I'm going to take my eraser, and I'm going to make it a big brush. Let's make it bigger than that. There. And I'm going to remove most of those here. Oops, I don't want to remove that. There. There. All right, now let's take the one, and let's select that again. And now let's remove it. And it looks pretty good. Let's see if we zoom on it. We can see that there's a little bit of green down there, so we're going to try to select that into a much lower rate. 8 is not enough. Well, that's too much. Oh, that looks pretty good here. That's too much. I wonder why I'm having a hard time with this picture. It's probably because of the shadow down here. Let's see if we try to erase some of it. There. Oops, not that. It seems to be a little bit more complicated than what I wanted to do with this, but I guess it's because the shadow down here is very close to the green of it, to the darker green. There. Let's look at it this way. Now let's see if I can select it again. A little bit more. Okay, so that was a bad picture. So let's try to take another one. Okay, so now that we have cropped our pictures, I'm going to take, let's say, for example, this toilet paper roll here, and import it into a software that I like that's called paint.net. I'm going to select the magic wand, and I'm going to try to remove some of the background here. So let's see, let's put that to maybe 21, and let's select our background here. Okay, let's raise it a little bit. Okay, we got a better luck here. What if we just put it pretty high? Ooh, that is nice. Let's delete that background. Now, because this is a white picture, I'm going to add a layer, and I'm going to make it all black. Oops, this is white. Let's make it black. And I'm going to put it down behind my layer so that I can see the remaining pixels that I have here. I'm going to then select the eraser. It's on a very big here, because I just want to easily, that's the wrong layer. Let's select this layer. I want to easily remove those white or green that I see here in the picture. There. I don't see any more. Up. There you go. And we got a perfect picture of a toilet paper. And so now I'm going to close it. We got a perfect picture to go on eBay. I want to save it back as a JPEG. Yes, I want to replace it because I worked on it very hard. And so now you can see right here, I have a perfect picture. Let's take this one and let's do the same thing. So I found that with my magic wand, 44 seems to be a good settings. So I'm going to do that. Let's see if I can up it to 50. Yeah, there's even less in this one. Ooh, that's too much. Let's go with 47. Let's delete that. Let's add a layer that we put below our image that we're going to make all black. And again, that's 1 so that your items stand up on eBay because it's white, so it's a light color, so I select a dark background. And it helps me isolate those little pixels here that are left over. Oops, again, selected the wrong layer. There. And there. I got another perfect picture for eBay. Let's close it, save it as a JPEG. Yes, I want to erase it and flatten it. And there you go. I got a very nice high definition picture of my item. Let's see. You can zoom. You know, people on eBay are going to be able to zoom. They're going to be very happy buying this toilet paper. Now let's look at a little harder item. This remote control. And you can do this for all of your other picture. Oh, let me show you this. This one here, which didn't get to be squared. So let's make it square. I don't know why this happened. Why this did not get squared. Open with Live Photo Gallery, edit, and open it, crop. I want it square because eBay wants it square. Everybody wants square picture nowadays. There you go. And I'm going to close that. Now I got a square toilet paper. And it's the same one as this one, so I'm not going to do it. So now let's look at another possible photo. For example, this one. So let's look at using our magic wand. Let's see if 40% does it. No, that's too high. So let's do 28. Oh, it's working hard. Come on, computer. Now this is a little low. There's all of those area. Now that's a little bit better, but not great. And you can see that down here, it's selecting some part of the picture. So I guess for this kind of picture, the green is too close to the black or to the shadow of this for software like that to do a good job. So in those cases, what I use is I have a software called KiOui from FX that I highly suggest that you invest into, because you're going to see how powerful it is to do your pictures on eBay. So now let's close this software. We're not going to save it. And let me bring KiOui into the view. We're going to start a new project. And I'm going to import this picture here into KiOui. I'm going to change the background. Let's see. Oops. Canvas is going to be as the foreground. I'm going to change and add a white black color. And you can see that here it's a little too transparent. So I'm going to use the key here. And I'm going to put it into foreground alpha. You can see the transparency. There are some videos from KiOui on how to do this. Let's see. So what I want is to reduce the foreground. And I want to clip the background. Gonna play with those two a little bit. There. Let's see what it looks like now. Full color. And because there is a green button here, it tried to ignore it. So now down here, let's look at the alphas here. Let's see if we can remove that a little bit more. There. That removes this area from being green screened. And let's look with the full color. And there you go. We got a perfect remote control here. So you can see how it's so much easier if I open the same one into paint.net. And what you can do is that instead of using a green screen, which is too close to the color here of the remote, you could have used a blue screen or a blue, background. But basically here, using the wand is going to be very hard to get rid of all of those color. Oh, well, actually, I got lucky on this one. 41%. Check it out. Check it out. I got very lucky on this one, but there's some spill here a little bit. Let's add a background. Perfectly white. Ooh, I got very lucky on this one. We still see some dark pixels, so I'm going to switch to a very big there. So that I can remove them there. And actually, I got a pretty good picture with this one. I got very lucky. But I wanted to show you how PhotoKey makes this very easy as well. Let's save this one and see if I can do the same with another one. Yes, yes, flatten. Wow, see how sharp that looks? Now let's see if I can, let me close that. Let's see if I can get this one to work as well. Magic wand, 41%. It's not too bad. There's a lot of green here that's going to be very hard to remove because it's so there we're removing it. We're gonna remove this top part right here, boom, and we're gonna add again a white background. And now that we've removed the white background, we barely see any green. Oh, why did it do that? Okay. Actually, with a black background, it seems to be pretty easy to see all of those green dots. So then from here, I'm gonna remove all of those green dots that I can see. There. I'm gonna see if I can edge this a little bit. To remove some of the green. There. Not that great. Okay, and now I'm going to switch that to my white background again. But you can see here on the side, for example, it ate a little bit of the photo. It made this, you know, fairly hard. So in this case, I'm going to not save this one. And let's go back to PhotoKey. I'm going to remove this one. And I'm going to add this one into PhotoKey. See if we can do a better job. So we're going to, I'll get rid of that later. So there is a background here. Let's switch back to foreground alpha. And you can see the edge here is not very great. So we're going to go to the key. We're actually going to reset that to let it do its job. And by doing this, we're removing the background here. So we're removing more and more of the background. There, you can see the background is gone. Maybe a little bit too much. And now we're going to remove the foreground here. There. There's still 1 or 2 pixels here. But that's okay, we can remove that later. Let's switch back to full color. Wow, that looks sharp. Actually, it still looks like there's some green down there. That green color was definitely not a good idea to have. Let's see if we can roll back a little bit. Ooh, that looks pretty good here. It's not perfect, but it looks fairly sharp. So in this case, we would save it, and then with our editor, we would just remove this. I think there's a way to remove this into the software, but it's so much easier to just crop it into another one. So there you go. I hope this helps you take some. And, you know, another thing to consider is that those photo with this green background, you don't have to remove the green background. This looks very nice like that. You know, this would be totally worthy of putting on eBay just like that. I personally like, you know, to isolate it like this, but if you look at this photo here that we took with our green screen and the softbox that I explained earlier, this is definitely a great photo that would be worthy of putting on eBay. So that's about it for now. Oh, I know, something that I forgot to mention. On your digital camera, you have a setting to allow for some white balance correction for the temperature of the bulb that you use. In my digital camera, there is a setting for CFL that are 65K temperature. Usually camera have 55K temperature. In that case, what you would do is you would look for on eBay for let's see, let's go back down right here and let's look actually on eBay. Let's look on eBay for some of those CFLs that you could find. So my camera has a 65K CFL setting for fluorescent light. So I would come here and I would look for some 65K temperature. Now this one is 200 watt. It's a little bit too much. This one looks pretty nice. I would probably buy a boatload of those and put those into my softbox. If your digital camera has a setting for, 55K CFL, then use the light bulb that goes with your digital camera so that you can take really good picture. However, you can see that the 55K, for example, are pretty, well, that's a 4-pack, so it's not too bad. And those are CFL, they last a long time. As far as equipment for the softbox, you would search for softbox. Let's see, how about softbox kit? There you go, check this out. 3 softbox with the 4 light. That's something that you would need. That's exactly the setup that I have with the tripod and stuff. And to be honest with you, I bought mine separately. I bought the softbox first, tried to clip them, then I ended up buying the tripod, then I ended up buying the stuff, and it ended up costing me more. More than what I wanted to pay. In this case, you get the background like I had as well, which is great. If I had to buy something today, I probably would buy this kit here. 3 softbox lighting, studio with a 10 by 10 background stand kit. So this is this guy. And you still will have to find a table and find some, things to go in there. You will still have to find the bulb. Box, I don't think it comes. Oh no, it comes actually with the bulbs in this case, so that's great. But you're probably going to want to buy some bulbs that actually matches what you need. In this case, this person has a white background with it that's made out of muslin. That's great. It doesn't reflect light, so that's good because it prevents you from having reflex. And you can see those are the same softbox that I showed you. So if I had to buy something, and if you're a serious eBay seller, I don't know this person here, but oh, and look at that, the bulbs are 65K. I would definitely go for that kit. That would be the kit for me. If I had to buy another one today, I would just buy it because I have the 65K on my camera. I probably would change the background, but this is great too for pictures. If you have a lot of dark item, you might consider just getting a white background like this, get rid of the shadow, and then just use it like this and not even remove the background like I showed you with the other software. But let me resize that. But make your picture square. eBay wants high definition square pictures. There you go. So I hope this is going to help some of you with their picture on eBay. And I'll try to make some more video on how to deal with some other lighting issues with images and reflection and things like that. But for now, this video, I hope, is going to help a lot of you to take great picture. And if you're serious, if you're a full-time eBay seller, then really consider, this is $180 with 24, so that's $200. But once you're set up with that, I've had my sets for 3 years now, and it takes great pictures. So I hope this is gonna help some of you. Thank you for your time. Comment below, like us, post whatever, send us some comments. Thanks.